For all those years, natives and Europeans fought each other for land, resources, humans, trade, religion, and of course, the money. And now, the time has come. It's time for the epicest solution to the epicest problem of all time. These solutions will no doubt change the course of history and dispute the conflicts between the Native Americans and the Europeans in a much more effective way. To show our creativity, we came up with not one, but two possible solutions. 1. If the Vikings stayed in America. The key for this solution to work is, as I mentioned, the Vikings. If the Vikings stayed, left by Lev Erikson, for a longer time, they would have encountered more natives. The Vikings couldn't kill all the natives cause their weapons at the time couldn't have been as superior as in 1492, when basically the Europeans came in with their weapons and guns and basically killed everybody. So the Vikings would much prefer peace over war, setting the standards for diplomatic relationships between the natives and Europeans. Furthermore, natives would receive some old world technologies and would have also have much more time to build up their immune systems against the Europeans in 1492. We haven't mentioned it before to avoid confusions, but diseases greatly reduced the populations of the Native Americans. Basically, 80% of the Native Americans died because of the old world diseases when the Europeans found North America, making it very easy for Europeans to take advantage of them. The Vikings would have acted sort of like a vaccine for the natives, exposing some diseases beknown to them to give them a chance to build their immune system. This wouldn't kill off as much natives as when big waves of Europeans arrived, because the sources of diseases wouldn't have been that much. If these steps were done, then Europeans wouldn't have easily abused their power and would have to settle for peace.
Teach them and promote peace. As much as probably any teenager hates learning, it is going to help out both sides. If they are uncivilized, then herd them up and put them in a classroom. Teach them English, Spanish, or French. Now, let's get serious again. Instead of taking advantage of their undeveloped society, make them come closer to modern society. Natives knew the land very well, and if European countries taught them how to speak, then maybe they could have led them to more resources. Treaties could have been made to ensure that the natives had a say in what was going on if they were seen as civilized. See them as human beings and not animals that you can throw away when they got too annoying. Fair trade should be enforced, as most revolts and conflicts started because of the Europeans did not agree to the trade rules, and were the only ones getting the profit. Natives were traditionally peaceful, helping even the English when they first arrived in North America. If the Europeans were treated the natives with respect, then all the death of millions of people would have been prevented.
Next is halogens, most reactive elements in group 17. Needs one more electron to fill the outer shell.